Hey everybody, it's Max McAllister from Traxxion Dynamics. We're now going to install the custom lever set that goes with the ATL power folding mirror kit, and I'm going to get right into that. We're going to do the brake side. So everybody will do this. Obviously, if you don't have a 6-speed, you won't be doing the other side. Clearly, you'll need a 10mm wrench or socket. There's an acorn nut under the lever pivot bolt that you'll need to break loose and take the acorn nut off. Flat blade screwdriver removes the screw that holds the lever on. Now I'm going to bring this with me and I'm going to explain why in a minute. All right, so this is a good time. All this stuff is a wear item. Clean it completely, clean and free of dirty, nasty grease. And we're gonna, when we put this all back together, we're gonna give it a whole new fresh coating of grease to make it last longer. Actually longer than factory even, because there's just not much grease in these. And the pivot, the bronze bushings and the pivots wear out, then your levers get sloppy, and then just your bike just slowly starts feeling old instead of crisp and new. All right, here's our lever. This little toolkit is supplied by ATLBIK with the lever, and they show you they are going to pull the bushing up through the top of the lever. Of this, you're going to use the the wide side of this hat, not the short side, the wide side. You're going to put that on the bottom of the lever and put the bolt through, or I'm sorry, you're going to do that the other way. Cup down on the top, and then the bolt goes through. So cup down. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull that bushing through and up into that cup. Fat side on the bottom. It's threaded all the way through. You're going to run this down until it's finger tight. Can't really mess it up. Just get a little 4mm Allen. Start turning it, and it's going to just draw that bushing out of the lever, because we're going to use the pivot section of we're going to reuse the pivot section of the lever. Run it till it's tight. You're not torquing it, just tight. That means there's no more room for it to pull the bushing out. Now, you can pull this out by your hand. It takes a little effort, but it helps if you wiggle this spring while you're trying to get this out. So just wiggle it, and there it comes out. There is no up or down, but just my nature, I put things out how I like to find them come out. We're going to pull this little tiny spring out. It's in there kind of good. And last, we got to get this lever clip out. And you'll notice, I'm going to show it to you when we put it back in, but it has a step. From this part, it's going to step and step down flat. So if you can put it in upside down, it won't work right. But so we're going to grab that and just pull it off with your hand. No problem. The adjuster and the lever we're not going to use, because they supply a new adjuster that's blacked out. You know, if you had chrome on your bike and you like chrome, I'm sure you can probably just put that back on. Put the chrome adjuster knob back on. I'm still going to take the extra step and clean these things. Get the old nasty grease and gunk off of them. That part's pretty nice. I don't see any funky stuff there. Right where it contacts. All right, we've got our new lever. Take a little grease and kind of pack it around the spring where it's going to go down in the pocket, because that spring is pushing and pulling in a pocket, kind of grinding. So we're going to put that in there. Find the top. You're going to drop in the adjuster. Now, the adjusters, there is a left and right adjuster. They are marked number 1. Real tiny, stamped on the end. If I get it to shine in the light, there's number 1, and the other side is marked number 2. The bag tells you clearly. Here's the so they've got them 1 and 2, but they could say L and R, but that's all right. But not everybody speaks English. That's funny. 1 and 2. So we're going to drop that in the hole. We've got to put this little lever back, but I'm going to put just a little, just thin coating of grease on this where things are going to rub together on the big circle there. All right, and then there's another little contact area. You can actually see where things rub because it's already been used, right? So where you see wear, just put the little tiniest bit of grease. Step goes down, and by the way, there's what we're shooting for. This little teeny weeny groove. I don't know if I can contrast it on. Let me get it on something gray or white. There's the tiniest little groove that this clip is going to go in right there. I don't have good focus. Sorry. But it'll be obvious where that goes. We're going to push it in and it will snap when you get it. I don't know if I got it. I guess I did. I don't feel like it snapped. There. Now it snapped. So make sure I didn't rub all my grease off before we put this away, because we're not going to see this again for a very long time. Now we're going to set the assembly, the pivot assembly, back into its pocket there. You will have to snap it kind of past. You may even want some little tool to assist get that spring to get that blade out of the way a little bit. So that drops in there. Now you're going to be close here. See how the circle is close but no cigar? You're going to want to help it. Okay? You help it and then get your brass piece started back down in the groove. All right, so now we're back kind of where we started, and we're going to go in reverse. So back in the hat, except this time we're using the flat side of the hat. That's not how he did it. I'm sorry, he did it this way. We're going to put the short side into the bushing, and then on this side, same thing. We're going to have the cup again. Put that through there. So there we are. From the top, skinny side down. Cup is still down. I'm going to tighten this, and then we'll run that bushing back down in the bore there. The only circumstance where you wouldn't have to do this and you would just have to inspect your bike for yourself is if you have the Healy Bar SST Horizon kit on your motorcycle, where your handlebars, you could pull them way back out of the way. So very, very few people are going to have that kit for the most part. If you have any kind of a regular like Healy Bar riser kit or setback kit, that is not enough you'll still have to have these levers. So we want to grease this pivot bolt because it's going to be a long time before this thing gets any love again. I actually will put it in there and spin it around a little bit to make sure we get grease in the bore of the part. Maybe add a little more. You can touch a little bit on the surfaces that pivot. Not a lot, because you don't want a bunch of dust and stuff sticking to your bike and looking like crap. So it's just a little bit, and it'll be very helpful. The clutch side is a little trickier. There's an actuator, there's actually a different type of plunger that has to be engaged. So you just have to watch what you're doing there. This side is actually easier. Make sure there's no dirt in this area. And I'm going to put this bolt back in. It's a little odd because I got a radar detector mount in the way. The Traxxion Dynamics radar detector mount, which can also be used for other accessories. You can put a ram ball there, anything you can imagine. All right, so it just seats. You'll feel it. You're not torquing it. There's no torque wrench. Don't be a maniac. The screw seats, and that's it. Now, if you put the acorn nut here and try and tighten it, you'll actually see that screw move. Honda's done this way since I was a boy. I don't even know when. So you'll want to hold the screw from the top and tighten the acorn nut from the bottom to make sure that the screw doesn't back off, right? So double check everything's epic, which it is. And now you're going to check your steering. And so with the mirrors fully retracted, there's massive clearance here between the levers and the mirrors. No chance of any safety problem. And there's still you know, full 3 fingers on both sides. So I don't know anybody that drives with 3 fingers on their brakes, but I don't even know any road racers that put 3 fingers on their brakes. But if you want to have all your fingers on your brakes, I don't know why you would. Actually, have no idea why you would do that. A couple on your handlebars is better. So we're going to turn it on. Let the magic happen. Double tap. Pretty cool. Very, very clean. Very, very professional. I mean, OEM quality. It's a really nice kit. So I'm impressed. ATLBIK did a great job with this. Sorry, my installation was lengthy. We got a little curve thrown at us with my 6-speed, but hopefully you saw that, and we've got it worked. I got that figured out, so no problems. Easy enough. The levers are cool too. I've actually had people ask me for the shorter levers. I'm going to try and get a batch of these levers. So if you're a guy that wants a set of the shorter levers, we'll actually have them. But it might take a couple weeks from the date of these videos coming out. So anyway, we'll have the mirror kits up on the website. They might be live now. I don't know, but we don't have any photos or anything yet. We got to take photos now that we've got this all together, and we'll get things up the first of the week, and we should be able to be filling orders. So I've got a dozen sets of these ready to, or actually I've got taken 2 orders already, so 2 on hold. So I got 10 sets left. So if you want them, jump on them. My name's Max. Please give this whole set of videos a thumbs up. And if you got friends who are interested in this in this product, please let them know to check out these videos, and go find them at www.traxxion.com, TRAXXION. And thanks a lot for watching, and I'll be back soon with more great products and great content.